Before you take that long, hard look at your overall plan of action, let's take a little time to revisit what you learned about each fire. Each of the 5 fires listed in my FIRES backronym is an aspect of your life that is packed with fuel. When we light these fuel sources and tend their fires intentionally, we reap the benefits of a balanced, on-purpose life. But when these 5 fires ignite without our governance and grow uncontrollably, we suffer from stress, fatigue, depression, and unproductive problem solving. Your spiritual fire is your system of core values and deepest beliefs. These are the principles that guide your actions and the convictions you hold to be true, even when there's little or no evidence to support them. It's all too easy to live on autopilot, failing to ever examine your core values and deepest beliefs. Nevertheless, your examined or unexamined matrix of beliefs and values propels your actions, and those actions lead to outcomes. In the end, those outcomes equal the sum total of your impact on the world. When you choose to actively light and tend a well-managed spiritual fire, you experience a clearing away of the unnecessary. You have enhanced clarity and creativity around what is essential. Spiritual fire is, above all else, refining and regenerating in nature. Spiritual fire kickstarts the fires because clarity around your core values and deepest beliefs will help you make more meaningful choices in the other areas of your life. Your external fire is whatever you do to make a contribution to community at any scale. It's about taking that clarity you developed around your core values and deepest beliefs and doing something about it, starting with the world outside your door. When you choose to actively light and tend a well-managed external fire, you create virtuous cycles of connectedness and community. When you invest in community, you can draw upon its resources when you need them. External fire is ultimately about abundance. External fire follows spiritual fire because investing into and being able to draw from community will put the rest of your needs into perspective. Cultivating true abundance in your life by serving community makes your self-focused and short-range and immediate needs easier to define and fulfill. When your external fire is lit and preparing that communal food, you are operating from a baseline of abundance. Relational fire. Your relational fire is the result of your investment into relationships with family, friends, and fellows. It continues the theme of expressing your core values and deepest beliefs, but at a more intimate, day-to-day scale than you do with the external fire. When you choose to actively light and tend a well-managed relational fire, you access the type of nurturance that you need in order to be the person that you really want to be. So if external fire is about giving abundantly in order to access the abundance you need, relational fire is about nurturing intentionally in order to access the nurturance you need. In both, you get what you give. Both the fuel of kindness it feeds on and the clearly marked boundaries it burns within define the relational fire. This fire needs intentional fuel. Acts of calm attentiveness, support, and respect. It also needs to burn in a fireplace rather than raging throughout the whole home. This fireplace is created by boundaries, the guidelines we set around how we are to be treated, and what consequences will result if these guidelines are ignored. Without them, a fire meant to warm our home becomes a force consuming everything precious to us, including our sense of self, as well as our ability to express core values. Internal fire. Your internal fire is the result of where you invest your self-focused, free time and energy. It's about what you do for you. Internal fire shines a light on the path you walk every day, providing immediate direction. It gives you a sense of what to do in the small moments that end up meaning everything. When you choose to actively light and tend a well-managed internal fire, you ensure that the things you do for you are bringing you closer to becoming the person that you want to become. How you spend your personal time will end up determining the trajectory of your personal development. The stuff of your internal fire is found in the way you manage your holistic health, the hobbies you pursue, and the hopes you hold regarding personal goals and dreams. These 3 H's are starting points for considering how you invest your free, self-focused time and energy. They are fairly simple and entirely concrete arenas of attention and time investment that happen to be deep drivers of change. Financial fire. Your financial fire is a profession and money management approach that creates a ring of protection around your balanced, values-driven life. It surrounds and supports everything else you've invested into, making all the good things in your life possible and ultimately sustainable. All too often, the demands of work and financial management burn out of control, consuming energy from areas of our lives that should be supported and sustained by a well-managed financial fire. But metrics like hours spent at work or zeros on a paycheck are meaningless in the context of an unbalanced, joyless life. Professional and financial success only gain meaning if they sustain a life well lived. The biggest obstacle to lighting and tending a protective financial fire tends to originate in the mind. Mindsets like work spend, and risk aversion can prevent you from moving ahead when it comes to work and finances. To become a master of living who, in the words of Lawrence Pearsall Jacks, simply pursues his vision of excellence through whatever he is doing and leaves others to determine whether he is working or playing, you must tackle the mindsets that hold you back. Mastery of all 5 fires results in a balanced, values-driven life in which you will continuously move towards becoming the person you dream of becoming. The 5 plans within your fire's personal strategic plan should fit together synergistically, supporting each other in a balanced whole. But it's not easy to achieve and maintain this balance, as you'll surely see once you have executed your 5 strategies and monitored your progress for a little while. Goals will conflict, strategies will backfire, and that's why the motivation to continually refine them is a necessity.